Hey, Bruce Naylor here, your boomer consumer, and today we're looking at the Dyplay Urban Traveller headphones. I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I think these are some of the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn. They definitely are worth checking out. Now, as a disclaimer, these were sent to me at no cost. However, all opinions are my own, and no one has reviewed this video prior to posting. These sell for about $70, and I have the Amazon link down below if you're interested in picking up a pair for yourselves. So these are a Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth 5. So you have about a 30-some foot range on here. They come with active noise canceling microphones on here. You can cut that noise by about 35, well, between 30 and 35 dB. They are foldable. They have a built-in microphones for making phone calls. They have a 40mm graphene driver, and they come available in gray, black with red trim, and then a red. So those are the colors that they come in. They weigh about half a pound. So when unboxing these, you get the headphones that come front and center in the box, and it's a very nice packaging on here, and the headphones have a really great feel. Then there's an instruction pack, got your manual. There's some things there in Chinese. I have no idea what they are, but there they are. You get a USB-A to Type-C cable for charging the headphones. And then you get a black carrying case with a nice touch to get the carrying case. And finally, there's a 3.5mm wired cable. Now, as far as pairing these up, just simply do a long press on the multifunction button. You blink red and blue, and it'll pop right up, and you are paired and good to go. So when I got these, they needed charged up, and that could be because they sat in the warehouse for a while. I don't know, but I needed to charge them up, and it took a little over an hour and a half to completely charge these up, and they were ready to go. They come with a 500 milliamp hour battery, and if you just use it for active noise canceling, you'll get about 24 hours of time. If you listen to just music only and leave the cancellation off, you'll get about 15 hours of battery life. And if you do a combination of music and the ANC being on, about 12 hours. That's what you're going to get out of them. You get large ear cups on these. They're marked left and right. But the protein leather, the pleather, is super soft. It is one of the softest. I even had my wife try these on, and she said, Bruce, these are some of the most comfortable headphones. And I tend to agree. I wore them for several hours, and they were just super comfortable. You got a nice thick padding up in here. They are soft to the touch. Very interesting. I won't say it's like a soft touch plastic, and I love the feel of it. I think they are aesthetically pleasing looking headphones. They don't jump out. They're not crazy looking. You have some nice controls on here. Let's talk about those for just a minute. On the right ear cup, you're going to have a plus button, a power button, and a minus button. And basically, the power button is a multi-function kind of button. A short press off will turn it on. Another short press will turn it off. You do a long press and hold, and then you'll go into pairing mode. There's a little LED light on here, right here, that will then flash the red and blue, and you're paired up. A long press on the plus button will go to the next song. A short press will raise the volume up. Then you have this bottom button here. Again, a long press will take you to the previous song, and then a short press will turn the volume down. If you want to answer a phone call, a quick tap of the power button, I call it a multifunction button, will answer a call. Another tap will turn it off. Phone calls were good and clear, and that is thanks to some microphones on the ear cups right here. You can see these microphones. You got them here, and you got one over here. Now, as far as the noise canceling is concerned, we'll adjust those out here. I believe these right here, although I couldn't find the documentation, but you have two different, you have these microphones built into the ear cups here. So the feed, the noise, background noise feed goes into the system, and then built into the ear cups would be then the feed forward. So these are feedback, feed forward, so cancel out the noise. Again, these weigh about a half a pound. The construction, again, is a nice soft plastic, almost like a rubber feel to it. You do have a metal band in here. It's got some measurements on here, so they can adjust quite nicely. I always like to do the stretch test. Nice and stretchy. They feel pretty premium, if you ask me. I think for the price range, and there is a lot of different headphones, but I reviewed a lot of headphones, and I don't care how good a headphone sounds. If it hurts your ears after a length of time, then they're not any good, as far as I'm concerned. Comfort is, or I should say, music is comfort, and then the sound quality. I don't care how good they sound if they hurt your ears. As far as the active noise canceling goes on it, it does a very good job. We have some machinery in the house, and that it would almost sound like you were, maybe on a train or a bus, and putting these on, that noise went away. About a 35 dB cut on that. So if you're looking just to chill out and for peace and quiet with a lot of background noise, these are going to be great because it'll last a day for you on that. As far as the comfort, I can't stress that enough. As I said, I stand by this. These are some of the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn. Maybe the most comfortable pair of headphones. And I have got plenty of headphones around the shop here. Music, let's talk about that. These are bass heavy. I will, in my opinion, they're very, very bass heavy, but a lot of people are into that kind of thing. Now, as far as dialogue, good and clear, no real distortion on voices, anything like that. When you start talking the high-end stuff, the treble, I think the bass kind of overpowers it a little bit, but listening to music was very, very pleasant on here. The build quality appears to be pretty solid on here. I mean, you would have to go to a lot of trouble to break these. So I think these would be also a good gift, maybe for teenagers, that kind of thing. Couldn't find anything about water resistance on here, sweat resistance, but I would think that they would do okay, if you were going to run with them or even exercise using these. On your left ear cup, that is where you're going to find the active noise canceling. When you turn it on, a little green light comes on. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Try to hold that up there. There's a little green LED that lets you know that they're on. You have a USB-C type charging port on here. Again, it takes, according to the manual, about 3 hours to charge them. But it charged up in about an hour and a half for me. And then an input for a 3.5 millimeter jack. So you have that. So there's a ton of headphones for sale in this price range. Many with somewhat similar features. But you're talking about the comfort. These things, I think, are really, really up there. Probably a better value than many others in this price range. The battery life is very, very good. Used it off and on for an entire day without having to recharge these. The weight is comfortable on these. The build quality, again, as I said, seems to be pretty decent. The only con that I can tell with these headphones is that the voice prompts, when it's off, on, whatever, is in Chinese and not English. And it would behoove Dyplay, if you're going to sell these in the English-speaking markets, to make sure that the prompts are in English as opposed to Chinese. I did not see any way to change that. It could be because these are a review unit. I don't know. But it's not a showstopper. It's not, it's very obvious what you're doing with the controls. These are not complicated devices by any stretch of the imagination. You'll be able to figure this out quite nicely. So that's my review of the Dyplay Urban Travelers. designed for people on the go, or if you just want to chill out and watch movies with Netflix quietly, not bother other people, and you're looking for absolutely comfortable headphones, these are worth checking out. This is your Boomer Consumer. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.